You guys love when we do budget wheel spin challenges. Well, today we're gonna be doing an ultra budget wheel spin challenge. And when I say ultra, I mean, it's gonna be really freaking hard.
$200 is the max budget for this gaming PC challenge. We're gonna spin the wheel, see what budget we can get, and see if we can build a gaming PC that can play the game we are challenged to play. But before we dive into this wheel spin, let's hear a word from today's sponsor.
Micro Center is the best place to shop for all your tech needs. We even call it tech heaven here around the office. With their amazing deals, top-notch associates, and more, it's a no-brainer that they're the best place to shop for computer hardware. Micro Center is even having a deal for new customers. If you're a new customer and sign up for a Micro Center account, you can get $25 off your next purchase of $100 or more. When you pair this with their top deals, you're able to capitalize on some pretty big savings. For example, if you're looking to build a new PC, you could grab this Intel i5 12600KF combo that includes a motherboard and RAM for only $225 after the coupon. And if you consider yourself a tech enthusiast, you're missing out if you aren't signed up for Micro Center News. With tech tips, reviews, exciting news, and more, Micro Center is posting the latest and greatest information in the industry for free, and you need to check it out. If you're interested in learning more about all of Micro Center's offerings, check out links in the description down below or head over to microcenter.com. Big thanks to Micro Center for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's get back to it.
All right, guys, I'm ready to let the wheel decide my fate. I'm ready to figure out my budget and everything else I have to do.
All right, let's see. Spin the wheel and let's find out.
All right, I feel like I usually do a pretty good job at getting some pretty good. Look.
There it is, top budget.
Every time.
It's every time, it's $200. Okay, maybe you'll get a tough game. We'll see, maybe you'll get a tough game. We did add some different ones to the list, some more popular titles that we don't normally play, so this will be very interesting.
Oh, let's go.
Overwatch, ooh, $200 for Overwatch is pretty doable, pretty doable.
I'm so glad I didn't get Helldivers. I don't think the Helldivers is like possible in $200.
That would be the toughest one. All right, FPS, 75.
I'll take 75.
He can take 75, he can do 70.
Wait, I think I'm gonna get 60.
I think he's gonna get 60.
Okay.
Okay.
That's the golden standard back in the day of FPS.
60, all right. Now the curveballs is we have the usual must use AMD, must use Intel. There is one called both challenges, which means he has to complete the same goal that I get also to consider it a win.
All right. You know what, I'm ready for anything. I will say AMD will be kind of... No, I got both challenges. All right, let's hope Matt gets something easy, like not Helldivers.
So go over what you got.
All right, so I got $200 to spend. I got to play Overwatch 2 at 60 FPS, and I got to do both challenges. So whatever Matt's going to get, I need to do his as well on my budget. One thing to note is that we're going to be doing these at 1080p at low settings whatever game we get.
All right, let's see my budget. What are we gonna end up with?
The lowest.
Probably gonna be the lowest. Let's see. 150, baby. Let's go. All right, so it's not the lowest, but it's definitely on the lower end, so 150. It's gonna be like Helldivers. I already feel it. Give me Helldivers.
You kind of want it, don't you?
CS2? Okay.
That's actually like a little bit tougher now with the new engine.
That is tougher, okay. Definitely a CPU-bound game. Can't slack on the CPU there. FPS, though. Maybe the FPS will make it easy on me. 60, okay. Hopefully we don't have a stuttery mess. $150 PC.
He'll get 60, but dips into the ones.
Now I'm gonna love if I get both challenges too. So then we're both just competing for both of ours.
Same thing basically. Oh no, you're gonna get something different. Oh, you actually got a good one.
Okay, that's a good one. Must use AMD might have been hard because I would probably just have to go with my AMD GPU, but with Intel, I'm probably gonna buy an office computer anyways with an Intel CPU, so that's good there. So all in all, I have $150 to spend, very tight budget, to play CS2 at 60 FPS, and I must use Intel. Let's get shopping and see what we can put together.
All right, guys, well, I'm pretty happy with my budget. I got the top of the ladder and $200. I mean, obviously, since I'm not doing a custom build or anything crazy, I kind of just want to start off with probably a workstation PC. My mind instantly goes to like the, well, here's one right here, like a Z440, or obviously like the Lenovo P520, a Ryzen Lenovo. Oh, but it's a small form factor. Oh, it's a 2200G. I might come back to this one. The only thing that sucks is that it's small form factor. I like the fact that it's Ryzen though. That'd be a really fun switch up. Now, obviously we could always go with the route of like going really cheap mid tower and putting in like a really stupid graphics card. This one's pretty cool. I wish it didn't have a hard drive though. I'm scrolling. Yeah, ideally I kind of want my PC to be around the $100 mark, honestly. I'm gonna look up this specific, can I get a model for this PC? We actually have a PCIe up towards the top. This is like the gym that Matt and I've been looking for certain videos that we've done. So this one right here, I get a little less storage, but I could get like, how much? 16 gigs. It puts it up to 110. Oh, I did not see the shipping. $54 shipping. Oh man. 256 gig, 8 gigs of RAM. Windows 11 Pro. Okay. Okay. Can this actually free shipping? Yep. Coming from Florida. Okay, so I'm liking the SSD size. I like the RAM. This is gonna be DDR4 as well, which is really nice. I wish they had a picture of the inside. So I can know if it's dual channel. I'm gonna assume it's single though. 8 gigs of single is gonna be a little risky. It is a risk that I am willing to take. I have $75, pretty much exactly spent on a graphics card, and that's all I need. These are so much more money than they should be. It's actually ridiculous. My goodness, dude, what are people thinking? It's kind of looking like the 550 is gonna be our savior here in low profile. Now this is a technically I think a Gen 3 by 8 card, and we definitely want GDR4 or 5 with $180 basically. Can I find an 8 gig DDR4 stick of RAM? I am going to buy the faster RAM because it's $1 more, and we're just gonna hope there's no incompatibility issues if the RAM speed. The 550 is definitely the most worrisome part, but in terms of getting like the full PC build with a Ryzen 5 2400G, 8 gigs of RAM, well 16 once we upgrade it, and a 256 gig SSD that already has Windows 11, I'm honestly looking pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and check out.
Now I've kind of been brainstorming a little bit while Jackson was shopping, just so I can figure out what I want to do. So I'm thinking it's gonna be boring, but I almost have to go Dell Optiplex here. I'm gonna have to go pre-build. I don't have to do custom build. It's just not gonna happen, so I'm not gonna force a custom build. But we might have to go with some sort of Optiplex potentially. I don't know if I want that. This is $85. Is it free shipping? It is free shipping. What is the CPU in this though? 3rd gen, well, i3 7th gen. Whoa, back it up. We're in the wrong territory. Okay, I might get something that's a little under price. One little trick for you guys is look by newly listed, and you might find some deals. I don't want SFF because we're gonna spend a fortune on a low profile GPU. It's just not gonna work. So it's $45 with an i5. Oh, wait a minute. This one's older and it's just a quad core. That's $20 shipping. That's still $65 for a quad. I mean, maybe. This is damaged. What's wrong with it? New old stock. It's really beat up, but what does it have in it? Won't tell me. I ain't risking that. This one, it'd be $90 with the Xeon. So we're looking at, oh, it comes with a Quadro. It's $96 plus, like, what is the cheapest? Like, I'm gonna have to go so cheap with my SSD. It honestly needs to fit. None of this stuff is gonna be new. It's either these Z440s or bust. Let's go with this for right now. So let's add this to cart. I'm gonna opt for this Kingston 240 gig SSD, and I'm gonna put it in the cart at $15 because we are hurting here, ladies and gentlemen. That's only a 6-pin. All right, guys, I've done my research. I am 80% confident this is gonna work, but we're gonna order it anyways, and we're gonna see what happens, and hopefully this can play CS. I have my hopefully good hopes.
All right, it's been a little bit, but we have everything here, and for once, I reviewed what I got and what I'm supposed to do. So I had $200 to spend, and I needed to do both challenges, meaning I need to play Matt's game and my game, and I got 3 different boxes here because I had $200 to spend. I didn't really have any like major curveball besides the game part, so I didn't have to get any specific hardware. We really like doing these challenges, and obviously it can get repetitive. I mean, sometimes when you're on eBay and you got limited money, you really can only get so many things, especially with only $200. So I decided to switch it up.
It's small, I will say.
Yes, I switched it up and got a system that I don't know if we've ever even reviewed here on the channel before, but I got my power cord, I got some sound foam.
Okay.
I could probably sell this for maybe like $50.
$50.
So my budget's increasing. It's actually a Lenovo Think Center, and it's not like any type of gaming PC or anything, but it does have a Ryzen APU in it.
Oh, wait, it's Ryzen? I will say though, hopefully, it is Ryzen. I don't think it will be. Hopefully it's not like that one that's been sitting in the back that we can't fit a GPU in whatsoever. But it's Ryzen, so I don't think it is.
I did some research, and
holy did.
It's dented. That was the research I did. But I did some research, and funny enough, Matt, I think you're going to end up liking this if it looks how it's supposed to.
Okay, this looks okay. This does have this same thing though.
Oh yeah, where it's short. Well, you know what? If I have to, I'll cut it. I will cut it. I'm not scared.
The spacing from the Hunt Key power supply is actually pretty good.
Yeah, and what is this power supply? I mean, I don't even need external power for the card I got, which I'll show you guys in a second, but I got 210 watts to work with, so yeah, I got plenty. So speaking of the card, which I guess we can go ahead and see how it looks right now.
Yeah, that's the one thing is we bought one of these for a video. I think it was gonna be with an A380, but the problem is,
this is the one that has multiple problems.
Yeah.
I just remembered the PCIe is like 8 feet back for whatever reason.
yeah, so it's really far back. This right here is like a full, I'll show Jonah, it goes all the way down to where it could block your graphics card from being installed.
No, you know what?
He's having instant
what
regrets.
I think I'm gonna have to do to make this work? Oh wait, no, it's okay. It's not too far back. I swear, dude. Am I tripping or like normally I thought the PCIe's were like normally way closer. Maybe I'm just like smoking donkey dong. Well, we'll figure that out in a minute. Let's talk about everything going on here. I got a lot going through my mind. So RX 550, is this a 4 gig model?
Isn't there only a 4 gig 550? Is there a 2 gig 550? I'm gonna go with 4 gig. We'll
guy.
figure it out.
I think it's 4 gigs of GDDR5.
Kelsey, you know what to do. Show what he bought.
Show what I bought.
Show what he bought.
I do know it's a 550 though. It's a halfway decent card. I mean, it's really not bad. It's kind of similar to like a 1030 to my knowledge.
Nice.
We used them a lot at PC Bros. And then I didn't really need to get this, but I got another 8 gig stick of RAM because I didn't know if mine was going to come with dual channel or not.
It looks like it's single channel,
think it is,
so
so
you made a good decision.
Yeah, that's a big thing I see a lot on eBay is people do not like showing the inside of PCs, which I wish they would do more.
You know, I just noticed something.
What?
You see how they added this to the bottom here to where you can remove that so it has probably more clearance?
Maybe.
But it won't work up here because that's where your PCI slot is. Anyway.
I don't know. I'm gonna open this up real quick, and this is kind of proprietary, but okay. I might just throw the card in there and just see how it looks real quick.
Yeah.
But yeah. So what did that speed that? I ended up getting 2666, and I was struggling. Mikhail is probably gonna see me struggling for like 20 minutes. Nowhere could I find what speed RAM this is supposed to come with, so I'm completely mismatched. I have a Samsung 2666V, which hopefully is not going to be an issue. It's 8 gigs, so I bought an 8 gig 3200 megahertz RAM stick, so it'll probably just default to 2666 or whatever this CPU can support.
But you have a Western Digital, looks like NVMe SSD maybe?
Oh yeah, that's actually a decent. It's an SN730, so it's NVMe. RAM installed, we got dual channel now, 16 gigs DDR4. So I'm just gonna throw this card in here and just see what happens when I try to close it. But yeah, that's gonna be a little bit of a problem.
Take that out. That's still gonna be a problem.
Right, so I almost just need like a small, basically I'm gonna grab a Sharpie. And I might have to do some
power tools.
I might have to do some side work here.
You know what, when we're talking budgets of $200 or less, you gotta do what you gotta do for performance.
Just to make sure that I don't have to do multiple cuts. We're just gonna take all the way of this out. Here's the system. Hopefully it works right now. I guess maybe before I cut it, I'll test it. But I'm gonna see what Matt got because I'm kind of curious to see how my 4-core 8-thread 2200G with 16 gigs of RAM, an SSD, and an RX 550 does against his.
How about just cut the GPU?
I could cut that's a lot easier of an idea.
Okay guys, my computer, which as you can tell from the packaging, we're off to an absolute great start here. We got some peacocks going on here. I will say, I ordered this and I was very excited, but then I went back and looked and I had immediate regrets. So what I got right here is an HP Z440 workstation, which has a Xeon in it, which is an E5 1607V4, cool, 8 gigs of DDR4, no hard drive or anything, but it was $62, well, actually no, it wasn't $62, it was a little more than that with shipping. It was $102 after shipping.
That's a little bit of a discrepancy.
But here's the major problem. You know, when you see something like that and you're like, oh wow, Xeon, that looks great. It has to be like a 6-core 12 thread, a 4-core 8 thread. Now I bought a quad-core, no hyper-threading Xeon. For $100.
Didn't even know they made those.
So I saw the name and I was just like, it's a V4, you know, maybe I should do my due diligence and look it up. No, I didn't. I just bought this and I was like insistent on getting this, which I guess one could argue this is a platform that's a bit newer that has a little bit of upgrade room with these older Xeons becoming so much more cheaper.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised it's DDR4.
It is DDR4.
Like, that's crazy.
And we had $150 to spend in total. Oh my God, Jonah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Disqualified. It's over.
All right. Yeah. Please don't use packing peanuts, please. So we'll see if this thing is in decent condition. I will say this was a good example of one of the eBay PCs. When you're talking this cheap, you're going to be buying a computer that's old and big. You're going to be paying a fortune for shipping, and that's where I kind of got screwed over with my limited budget. But yeah, here we go. Here's our Z440. Let's go ahead and open it up and see. I mean a mess. Oh wow.
That thing got some room in it.
Thing's got some room in it, baby. And I will say also, it has Oh, thank God I have 6 pins. So we got 2 6 pins. I will say it's weird that it doesn't have 8 pins, but it comes with 2 6 pins for PCI power, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, this is kind of an upgradable platform. The Xeons you can get for this platform that are 6-core 12-thread, you can buy on their own for like 20 bucks nowadays. Now let's get to the peacock in the room. This right here is my graphics card, which I tried to go as high end as I could. Honestly, I was either trying to go really old, higher end, and then buy an adapter and make it work, or I was gonna go with something newer, and oh, I just said, I got a 560.
Oh, one step up.
So 1 step up from the 550. That'll be interesting. It's gonna be the test of a better CPU with a lesser GPU, with a slightly better GPU and a worse CPU. We'll see. We'll see what holds up. Not too bad for a really cheap budget GPU. For my CS2 requirements, I think I'll be good there, but I gotta remove the current graphics card. Oh, and also add an SSD. I had to buy a used SSD. I was down bad. Bad, horrendous.
Kingston.
This is a Kingston 240 gig that I paid $15 for. No year, but it's from Taiwan, so shout out Taiwan. Since I don't have the shop materials in the budget, we're going old school, ladies and gentlemen. This will get fixed for PCBros.tech or PC Selling Business, but hey.
Oh yeah.
It's fine, it's gonna work. All right, let's go ahead and install the graphics card. Here she is, there you go. Slide that in like so. And then we have our 6-pin, baby, woo! Oh, okay, it's cable managed. I was like, is there not enough length to reach the graphics card? That'd be really goofy.
Ooh, external power. That means extra power.
And boom! Hey, in terms of the ease of getting it working, I mean, we're in business, guys. We're working real good here. I just wanted to know, why does a quad-core Xeon exist? What is the workload for that? I guess maybe ECC memory with a very cheap CPU, maybe in a workstation scenario you would need that. I don't know, but I got one. We're gonna see what it can do with a 560 and see if it can play CS. Jackson's gonna whip out the Dremel real quick and try to get his working, but
I'm gonna make sure mine works first because I can already imagine if something goes wrong, I don't want to be blamed right away, you know?
the Dremel could be blamed.
Yep.
Let's get to it.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Perfect fit.
Guys, you wanna hear the music my computer makes?
It's on a lifeline.
We're losing him.
So, if you guys can count at home, that's 6 beats, which means there's something up with my GPU is what that says. I'm gonna try swapping the GPU power, maybe there's something with that. I'm gonna be so heated if there's some weird GPU compatibility thing here and this GPU doesn't work. Got her working. The only problem I had was I need to clear the CMOS for the previous GPU. It was probably trying to post to an NVIDIA GPU for whatever reason, but once I cleared the CMOS, it posted just fine with the graphics card. Let's get stuff installed.
All right, guys, it's that time. It's Overwatch time. I'm just realizing. Oh,
I'm going to leave.
So we're running Overwatch 2, which is the game that I needed to get 60 FPS in. So we'd have no upscaling or anything, and we're at low.
I like the low preset has a high texture quality. Restart required. I guess the low preset has high textures built in.
I don't think that was there before, but for whatever reason, I am running high textures, but I'm reaching my goal. So you know what? I don't even care.
Let's freaking go.
I'm using 10 gigs of RAM, too. I'm really glad I did that RAM upgrade.
This game be eating up the RAM. Yeah, 60 FPS average. It looks like it's gonna hold.
I almost wonder like if the iGPU would actually be like not too far off from this, you know?
Because that 550 is at 100%. We do this a lot. We've had a couple of builds, especially pre-builds, that had 550s in them, and we kind of expected more from them than we actually thought they would do.
Especially with like 4 gig. I mean, it just goes to show that VRAM really doesn't mean much. Because, I'm getting melted. Diva's probably not the move here, but I never learn. Guys, the tank, she's behind us. She's eating us. And we're in the lead. Little Dremel would love to fit a GPU on this thing. You know what? You're about to get ulted. Y'all are about to get ulted. Crazy little ult. And Mercy dead. Uh-oh, she's about to ult. I'm getting away. I say she's about to ult. I'm just letting my team die. She's not even ulting. Oh my god, she's ulting.
No,
she caught me off guard. She caught me thinking.
Put you back there.
No, don't. Oh, she rezzed. Oh god.
Back her out. Oh, we got a bail.
If I can get ult here, be pretty fire. No, no, I can't. I cannot lose my suit here, please.
Steelers trying.
Oh,
hey, they left it. No!
Victory Royale.
Now we gotta see. He had 2 goals he had to accomplish. Can he do CS2?
All right, it is time for me to compete.
Oh, baby.
My player disappeared. I'm now doing Matt's challenge, which is CS2.
This feels like you're playing against Zach again. Bro, what are these spawns?
CS2 at low freaking settings, man. What? I think that time I just missed. Okay, I don't know about that time. Oh my god, we just needed the lag to help us out.
It's yelling at you because your driver's out of date.
Yeah, no, because we think that, because I installed the AMD drivers from their website, the auto detect and install, but I think that it's such an old card that's technically legacy drivers that CS is just basically saying like, hey, your drivers are freaking old. And it's like, yep, I can't update them anymore.
And my 560 will do the same thing.
Yep.
No.
Yeah, I'm getting over 60 most of the time, but I'm getting massive lag spikes, which, I don't know, maybe we're still loading and like they'll go away.
These people are just...
This is actual, this is death. This is death, man. I don't ever have people actually like turn corners and one tap me in freaking deathmatch of all things.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Let's go, we did it. We actually did it early. Wait, 4? All right, well, we were able to do both of the challenges, which I think I just got lucky. I got lower challenges because honestly, if I'd got like 75 FPS or maybe like Helldivers, this would have not been possible. So thank goodness for the wheel granting me fortune.
Let's see if I can run it. All right, guys, while we're waiting to get into another game, as you can see, so far, it's running. I will say this is my second time playing this, by the way, because for some reason it didn't record. Anywho, I'm gonna act like I didn't see anything that happened. Low settings, 1080p. We're looking like we're getting our 60 FPS. Hopefully it's not super stuttery. I will say it was a little stuttery on the other one, but we'll see. Yeah, I was saying before was I'm definitely surprised this quad core is holding up as good as it is. I was really worried when I realized I got a quad core without like doing any real research. Again, guys, just because you see a Xeon doesn't mean it's a good Xeon. So definitely do your research.
That's crazy that they made a DDR4 gen. Like that means it was like what, 2015, 2016?
I want to look up before the end of this what they sold this thing for. It was probably something stupid.
Yeah, it must have had a really specific use case, you know?
If I get 3 already, I will uninstall. Just kidding.
It's basically like a 6th Gen i5, I guess, like a 6500.
Pretty much is what we're looking at, which is funny. But hey, you know what? It's working. I'm over the 60 FPS goal on low settings like I'm supposed to be. And killing it, guys. We're killing it.
Supposed to be.
No scope. Aw, bite me. Yeah, I achieved my CS goal. It's not super playable. I mean, there's definitely a lot of stutter here. You'll definitely get some really awkward lag spikes, and we are being held back a little bit by that Xeon, but I did get 60 FPS on average, and we're running with it. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is run 3D Mark times 5, which would be our benchmark to see the center point average. Not a perfect metric system, but it'll allow us to basically compare what the best value was versus all our PCs at the $150 price point and $200 price point. So we can kind of see if we actually got a good deal. Let's go ahead and do that and see how we did.
Well, we had another successful wheel challenge. Matt and I actually both managed to reach our goals even with extremely low budgets. So thankfully the wheel was kind to us.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Building PCs for $150 and $200, it turned out pretty well. For comparison purpose though, we did have to run 3D Mark Time Spy, and with Jackson's PC, it's being $200, he got a score of 1,303. I think we really underestimated that RX 550 because jumping up to the RX 560 with even lesser CPU, this PC got a score of 2,045. So hey, all in all, this was an interesting challenge, and we are going to be continuing the challenge a little bit by using these PCs as our main systems here at the office for at least a week to show you guys, hey, we talk about buying budget PCs or building budget PCs and how they can be good for many people, but we're going to use them ourselves, replace our high-end rigs with these PCs and see how it goes, so stay subscribed for that, and let us know if you're excited about that video in the comments down below. If you don't shop on eBay for a budget gaming PC like one of these, also check those links in the description. They will be affiliate links and they will help us out.
So as always, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, check out our other two YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/toastybros. And do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Now, if you don't want to be stuck with either of these gaming PCs like we're going to be, check out PCBros.tech because we have a lot of high-end builds, but if you do want these builds, we got them that cheap.
And we have some budget ones that are even better than these for great prices with that 1-year warranty. Use code ToastyBros2 and checkout. You'll save 2% on your next purchase. See you guys later. Bye-bye.
Peace.